Hi everybody, it's Gail from Gail's Bookish Things. I wanted to share with you today a couple pen pouches I received as Christmas gifts. This was a gift from my daughter because she drew my name for the family gift exchange. She had asked me for ideas and I did suggest another pen case. It was one by Lihit, I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's Lihit. A lot of their stuff is on Amazon and Jet Pens, I know. But they didn't have the particular color I wanted, and I hesitated a little bit on the fabric because I've had a notebook cover of theirs and wasn't extremely crazy about the feel of it, although it was super durable and I liked the color. Anyway, my daughter found this and suggested this instead, and I'm like, yes, I really like that because it's canvas. So I will try to find the link on Amazon and put it in the description box. This is it. Khaki colored canvas and a cream canvas with sort of khaki printing. It's obviously an expandable pouch. We'll do a little bit more on that, I hope, if I remember later. Let's take a look inside, though. As you can see, a little front pocket. I've got 2 fountain pens there. And let me move that. When you first open it, this is what you have. A zipper pouch with this kind of mesh netting. A pocket here and elastics. The thickness of these reminds me, maybe thickness isn't the right word, but the top to bottom length is similar to the Galen leather, but this elastic is a lot thinner. It's not as stiff of an elastic, but it's kind of nice because it's very flexible and the pens move in and out of it very easily. And even the ones with a clip, I mean, sometimes it needs a little help, but it'll kind of slide over that elastic more or less on its own, which I find to be a nice feature. When I had this filled with all the stuff I wanted to put in it, I thought, I don't know if I want to also have my fountain pens in it. However, that was kind of my intention to begin with, was to have all the stuff I use during a typical, or what could be a typical journaling session all together in one place. I've tried various systems, and I'm sure this one will evolve too, but for now I felt a desire to kind of have everything contained. So the thing that would have to move around with me would be this versus one pouch containing such and such and another pouch containing other things. This works for both my Bible study devotion time as well as my journaling time or whatever I happen to be writing or working on that uses these things. So that being said, I decided to try it with the fountain pens, and as long as I have a minimal amount of pens inked up, or at least ones I want right in front of me, it's working. And with this pocket space, I can carry a few more. I'm always trying to kind of bring that amount that's inked, kind of rein it in, but I'll get an idea and I want to ink a pen in a particular color, and so it kind of grows. There's an ebb and flow to it throughout the month typically. Here I have a couple things I've really enjoyed using. This is the Pentel colored pencil, multiple colored mechanical pencil. So I've been using that to just fill in little color spots in my journaling. It works pretty well, and it's really kind of fun. I have a couple little stamps that I use pretty regularly here rather than in the kits from which they came. The little glasses and the fleur-de-lis from when I was doing some French transcribing. And of course, just a few odds and ends. Some of these nice little sticky notes to write a reminder to myself, or like do a video on this or whatever. It's just a little reminder. And a couple clips. And then this is the SketchUp. I recently did a video on this, but I'll just mention it. This is the Kakamori nib, and it inserts into there. You just push on that, and it opens up, grips the nib, and then you let go. It's been really fun. I've enjoyed using that with some little vials of fountain pen inks and adding little highlights to a journal page. Those are my 4 pens currently inked. It could hold another. And then back here I have things that I'm really trying to work on using or that I like to have handy. This nice cube eraser from my friend Kathy. I tried out this Speedball, I can get this open, B series, I want to say it is, with the circular tips to the nib. After seeing something similar on Pen Chalet, it looked like a lot of fun, and I really liked how it laid down a lot of ink. So I have that in here, and that can work with the SketchUp Kaweco pen as well. I could also put one of my, let me see if I have one handy, you know, like this kind of thing where you insert the nib into, I could put that in there. But in order to not be too redundant, I decided just to stick with the SketchUp for now. Recently found this correction tape. This is a cream correction tape, and I have a tape glue runner and a whiteout correction tape. Some of my journal pages are white, some are more cream, and so this was a fun little find to cover up some of my mistakes. And then with this gift, my daughter gave me these metallic jelly roll pens. There's like a berry, a green, and a blue, as you can see. I have this white jelly roll, which when I'm doing a little more focus on adding a little more artsy flair to my pages, I like to add little colorful, or not colorful, but white dots with that. And then I just love these Uniball Signo. Let's see, I'm trying to find the writing. I'm not seeing too much, but it's a metallic writer. And as you can see, I'm almost done, but this is a really nice gold. Another jelly roll, which is clear and just adds a little shimmer. And then a few tool items. So, date stamp and ink pad, which I can also use for those little stamps in the front. This is just a classic for me, the Sharpie pen. It's a fine tip, and it just works really good for doing my dates stencils. A little ruler. I don't use this very often, but it's there if I need it. And every so often, like with the pet tape or some of the really small, what are those little stamps called? Flake stickers. This little sharp-edged tweezers helps grip the edge and open up the sticker if I can't get it with my fingernails, which are super short right now. And then I have this handy, cute little scissors. It has tape stuck to it. And that is handy for anytime I need to trim a piece of ephemera, cut off some washi tape if it's not seeming to be able to tear very easily, whatever. It's just nice and compact, and because it's capped, I'm not too worried about cutting myself or, you know, having it poke a hole in my kit. So let's take this out. So it makes a pretty deep pouch, and it's not exactly, you know, a streamlined look by any stretch of the imagination, but I really like how I can have so much in here. And if you don't want all that room, you can still have room for a few flat items. If I didn't want all these things in here, maybe I just wanted a little extra pen type storage space or some flatter essentials like that, that would work beautifully as well. Right now I'm kind of playing around with having more of the stuff, so I'm not getting up and thinking, oh, I gotta go get my whiteout or whatever. I like that I can carry it all. And I kind of like this rectangular, lay flat style. The lower profile here is a little more becoming to me, but as far as being practical and serving the purpose for which I was wanting it, the extra zipper space is pretty handy. When my son Drew was home for 10 days leave after finishing marine training, talked about that before, so you know that, but he had this really neat case just like this, and he used it as a pocket carrier for some of his, basically just like a pen and pencil and a little notepad. And he showed it to me. I'm like, oh, I love that. Love the khaki color. I do really like the feel of canvas type material because it's rugged, it's durable. It just feels more everyday-ish, like you don't need to worry about it. Got these super thick elastics. For now, I just put two pens in here. Could add another one or two. I may put in a more of a thinner fountain pen, and it would be just a great couple of fountain pen or any kind of pen carrying case to throw in your purse, whatever you carry, backpack, whatever. And it would just contain a few things in a very compact area. This came with the paper, and it comes with this little pen that's pretty cute. Isn't that adorable? It's like a little baby pen, but he said it didn't write real well, so I don't even know what I'm doing. Maybe it's a pencil. I have no idea what I'm working with here. Ah, it's a pen, like I thought. So you twist it. I mean, it's just like a ballpoint pen. Not like super great, but certainly not bad, and it does the job. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? It's like a little stealth pen. I've got to quit wanting to pull that apart. You don't need to pull it apart, you just twist it. So I might actually just carry that in there to lift it up a little to get over that elastic, it seems like, and it doesn't really want to go. Let's try a bigger one. Oh, that's the other thing. It has this back pocket. So when I first saw his, I was like, oh man, you could carry a lot in there. You could carry this pad of paper, something like this that I got from my friend Sherry, although this would be a little too wide to insert in there. But you know those little Life ones, or Apica notebooks? I think they're, I'm trying to think of what size that's considered, like the micro size maybe. That would fit back there. So you have this. If you didn't want to use this particular pad of paper, you could put in a few more pens or some little paper accessories. This would be good for really whatever you wanted, maybe an eraser or a flatter type stamp, kind of whatever. I mean, it's meant to be tactical gear, it's meant to be military or outdoorsy, super practical, but I can't see something like this without thinking, how would I use it in my fountain pen interest? So, that being said, I had mentioned to Drew how much I liked it, and I'm like, well, if you see one, or he maybe even offered that when he was stationed where he's going to train for his MLS, that he would look for one for me, and I thought that was nice, but kind of didn't know if that's really something he would remember to do or be able to do because of availability. But sure enough, for Christmas, I opened it up. This is the thingy. It was in a clear cellophane bag. Opened it up, and I was so touched that he remembered, and he made a point of searching that out for me. Kind of cool that this has been field tested and battle proven since 1946. It's called a zippered field pad, and I did I kind of took pictures of his case when he was here, and I went online and tried to find this exact thing and did not have luck with it. So it doesn't look too expensive, $8.99 if you get to a military base, or maybe you can find it online. I didn't have luck with that. But my thoughts now are to use this in my purse, whatever I'll grab to run to the store, post office, or out to see my grandkids and my weekly babysitting excursion. I just like having a place to jot something down when I need to. So even though that notebook is just a tad bit wide, without the wrapping on it, it fits in here very nicely. So one of those little size, like a pocket size maybe. I wonder if this is pocket or passport size. That is a good question. I've got a little guide here that gives a generalization. I would say this is more the pocket, 3.5 by 5.5. Let's grab a ruler. It's hard to tell sometimes. Yeah, so the space in there looks about 3.5. This is a little bit taller. I'd say it's more like 5 3/4. But it would be the pocket or field notes width of 3.5. Is it a 5? I mean, if you go all the way to the edge, A6, it's a 4 by 6. But what you could actually carry in there, I think, is more a little bit akin to the pocket or field note size. Super excited about both of these. On the days when I'm feeling more minimalistic, I might just carry a few of my own fountain pens in here. This might be good for a journaling excursion, which is something I kind of dream of doing, but it doesn't really tend to work out. I think this would be a super handy size to carry a few favorites and just go to the park or something with a few of my pens and whatever. Enjoy the outdoors. Easy, super handy, compact, practical thing. And it's really fun that it's from my son. And this one, if you're needing a place to carry all the stuff, I do like that it's all together. I could just open that up. It's sort of like a little mini trunk and just kind of get out what I need, or focus on the basic journaling element and just have that handy in the front. So that is all for now. Hope you're doing well, and we will see you again soon. Take care.